Hi everybody, it's Horror the Board here again. My name is Edgar, and we're taking a look at my like list. I already had my need and my want list, my want and need. So it's like, need, no, like, want, need. Uh, so I already took a look at those two other lists in one video, and now we're taking a look at my like list. It's games that I are a little bit less on the radar, but still interesting enough that I want to take a look and maybe surprise me, and I'll take one of these games home, or maybe multiple. Who knows? So let's have a look at the list. We're going. There are a lot of them. Uh, they're like 60 now. Also, there's some expansions. So without any further ado, let's look at this list. Let's go to Age of Rome. Um, let's see if we can do the whole list, but at least we're gonna do a lot. Age of Rome is a game by from T Totem Game Studios. You see the design, you see the designers and the artists over there. Just for time's sake, I'm not gonna reiterate the design and the artist. Um, and it's a game of where you each player is assigned a hero with their respective player boards, and then are given secret quests, assigning resources of the Neri, follower scheme, tokens, legions, and votes. They spend 9 rounds competing on a voting board to earn glory points. Well, you have a scheming phase, a building phase, action phase, and income phase. You can get points in various ways: majority, trade and collecting items, or even build pantheons. Um, 1 to 4, 60 to 90 minutes, and ages 14 and up. And I really like the presentation of this. You see here this big board here on top, and your player board where you have different characters. I hope they're all kind of unique, maybe. And you can maybe buy these buildings. There's some things stacked here, so maybe you have to build it and then take it off and you put some building, or this is just a building and you just stack it up. I don't know. It looks real nice. This is rotating board. I love how these cards look. Uh, they look very nice. Oh, these are the buildings. So you have to build the foundation, and then you put these things on top. The cards also look very cool. It looks very clear what the cards do. I notice is you have these dials. So this is population dial. Uh, these are like the secret missions. I think. Not sure. Cards look very nice. And you have this. I don't know what this stack in the middle is, but it looks very nice. Age. So that is Age of Rome. Uh, oh, I think I opened too many tabs before I started. Then we have Ahau. Ahau is a 1 to 5 players, 90 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. From Aperion Games. It's a year style combining elements of worker placement and resource management with innovative dual engine building. Uh, so I'm very curious how that one will pan out. You build these pyramids, make production flourish, and expand the borders of their empire. It's actually, I like when they do that. The cultural and historical aspects of the game were closely checked by Mayanist David S. Anderson, professor of anthropology and archaeology. That's really neat. The thing is, like this is the board, so you're gonna put buildings there. There's these routes and these areas which are numbered. So I think maybe that's an area control thing, or where you maybe can get some production. And you have these temples with different things on the top. So maybe they're just actions after you build them. Standees, which I'm a big fan of. Not everything has to be plastic. I'm waiting until acrylic standees become the norm. but that would be a little bit more plastic or something that is like environmental acrylic maybe, so that they uh, can be enjoyed for much longer than cardboard. These are the cards. There's also an expansion, by the way, and the expansion is here. It has some events, some cataclysmic event cards, which are the most change that the game will have, but they have some more other stuff that is more of the same. So that is Ahau Rulers of Yucatan. The next one is Apiary, and Apiary is the new game. It just got dropped like a few weeks ago or last week. I can remember, not that long ago. Um, and it's a game from Stormeye Games. James Sackmeyer likes to drop these games. They're basically finished, ready to go, and he says like, "Hey, there's a new game. It's coming out in 1 to 2 months maximum, most of the time, and this is gonna be at Spiel. So this is gonna come, I think, in October at least for retail, but it's already at Spiel. Um, and let's take a look. So APRE from Stonemaier Games, 1 to 5 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. So the bees have taken over after humanity has been wiped out. So the honeybees have taken over, and they have gone into space. They developed technology and stuff like that. You see it on the art. It has a helmet, space helmet, and so you are doing these actions, and after a while they have to hibernate. There are like 20 unique factions. I hope that in unique that they have like player powers. Um, you start the game with a hive, few resources, and worker bees. Worker places hive building chance awaits you. Um, uh, so the ads and your workers you take from a few actions, but before they must hibernate, and because they look like the actions are in the bees, so they have like a middle part of the body like dice shaped. Um, so here you have these bees, and they're dice shaped. So there's I think the power of the action that you can do, and you have these tiles that you explore. This looks like space. You're exploring space with these tiles, uh, and these are things that will enhance the actions because uh, you have some actions like the advance, convert. There's a farm, recruit, and development stack. You can grow research. Those are the actions. Oh, there's an automa. Some things here. Oh, there's some tiles. So that is apiary. Very curious about that one. The next one is Archaeologic. Archaeologic is a game that I usually don't gravitate towards, but it's a game about, it's a deduction game. Everybody's trying to do so themselves. It's from Ludenart, 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, ages 12 and up. So it's a competitive deduction game whose goal is to first find the exact location of the builders of the city. Help you in Archaeoscope, the only research instrument capable of reading the coded cards left by ancients. Ask the Archaeoscope your question by adjusting its cog, note the precious answers, and replace the buildings on your plan. Think carefully, some questions will take more time than others, but maybe just their answer will help you win. I really like the cover. This is part of the cover, just a banner, but it has polyomino tiles. It has these things that I think this is not glued to this one. I think you have to put. Oh, maybe you have to put this in this, and then you see the numbers in it. Oh no, I got it. Yep. So they're all different. Uh, is it numbers and letters? Yeah. So you can deduce where on this grid. Uh, things are. And you have to put these polymer tiles with different shapes and colors there to match what the clues are telling you. So it's like 1 to 5 on this side, and this is A to E. So they're kind of coordinates that you will get here. Player screen, your own little player matsy thing. It looks kind of nice, I think. I don't know if it's for me, but I like the vibe of it. So yeah, so that is Archaeologic. The next one is I don't know a lot about it, like gameplay wise on like pictures. I mean, but this is Assault on Doomrock. It was an older game. This is the new edition from Beautiful Disaster Games. 1 to 4 players, 60 120 minutes, and ages 13 and up. But the first line just did it for me. A complete and updated version of the cooperative fantasy board game where you can die from an attitude in the knee, poor decisions, and dry jokes. If the gameplay is good and it has this kind of humor, I'm very interested. I think it was for sale. Yeah, it's a bit pricey. So focus on playability, a distinct gridless battle system, utilizing dice allocation mechanics, power up between encounters by exploring a randomly generated world and resolving quests. And that is Assault on Doomrock. So basically, if you're on Assault Doomrock, you're all gonna die and leave your swords there. For me. The next one is Bamboo. It's a game where you're cutting bamboo to make your life better. So you take on the role of a clan in this game by De Veer. De Veer is on fire. 2 to 4 players, 910 minutes, and ages 14 and up. I really like how this looks. This looks actually very cool. I think about bumping this up um, on my list. So bamboo is made out of wait, where was I? Oh yeah, they grow bamboo and use the fruits of the labor to take care of their family and thus add happiness points. It's an action management and tile optimization game, accessible and deep, and it's part of the Kemushi saga, to which Bitoko and Silk also belong. Uh, it's 4 years of round or 4 years or rounds, so 4 rounds, in which in turn are provided into 4 phases or seasons. On the turns, players will burn incense in temples to seek favor of the spirit and use bamboo shoots from actions such as seeking balance, cooking, home improvement, or managing finances. Yeah, it looks very cool. So let's take a look at this one. So they have now these size boxes, which I think the Veer will excel at. They fit a lot into these boxes, and I'm here for it because who needs a lot of air in their boxes? Nobody. I like that they have these trays that you can make. It's very simple to give you those trays. That doesn't have to be plastic or like a whole insert. Some games are just sufficient for this. Um, so here is how they grow. I think here's what you have to do to get maybe these things. There are some cards here. I don't know. So you're trying to make furniture and stuff like that to be happy. I like it when they do these kinds of presentations. It looks very, very good. Look at this presentation. That's how you present a game. Ah, well, people. I think people that would say, "I want to work for one of these companies." I would like to work for the Veer. I think you have to also have a passion for the games that they're selling. So yeah, so this is like your. I would call it the family board. I don't know if it's called like that. You have a picture of your family. You're making these things. So like a painting. I don't know what this is. Maybe a windowsill. This looks like a table. This looks like this wooden shoes or sandals. I don't know what they call it. So I'm sorry for disrespecting you. So then you have bamboos that you collect. I think. I think here you have this line and you put bamboos here, then push it, because there's another picture of that. It looks so nice. This looks really nice. It's a mid-weight game. And look, it's like it has kappa, which it looks like the kappa from Bitoku. So yeah, that's the connection. No, it's the same world. I think it's the mythological character that you get, and maybe they have powers or something. I don't know. So that is, see, he's pushing it, so it goes up. And then maybe you take the top one or something like that. Maybe there's a way to take a few from the top, or maybe you take one or two or three from the top, depending on maybe the action. I don't know, but it looks very interesting. So that is bamboo. Let's go to bonsai. Uh, and bonsai is a game from DV Games. 1 to 4 players, 40 minutes, ages 8 and up. So it's you take on the role of expert bonsai masters intending on growing their own bonsai. Whoever goes the best plant will be appointed to show their bonsai at the Imperial Gardens. You can meditate, choose one of the face-up cards on the board and take it, along with any bonsai tiles represented below the card you draw. Or you can cultivate. You can place your bonsai. You can place in your bonsai the tiles which you are in your personal supply. You can place as many tiles as the total symbol depicted on your Sheishi tile, and any or all of your ghost tiles cards. So yeah, this looks so good. From here, it looks like someone drew it like and colored it in, but it's actually thick, awesome cardboard. There is a I like this art. It looks so good. Look at this. It's so chunky. Uh, I think this looks like very good quality to me. I really like this cover. Sorry. Less is best. This I like less because it has this banner. That's why I said less is best. It looks really cool. You have this board, these cards that do stuff. Maybe points. Yeah, this looks amazing. Let's go to the next one. Oh, there's also a small expansion. I haven't looked at this one yet. Uh, oh yeah, there's Vicious Growth. Model consists of 3 triple tiles with symbols 3, 4, and 5. At the beginning of your turn, may discard as many cards as indicated on one of the triple tiles still available in order to obtain that tile. And the specials model consists of a game board and 4 declaration tokens. With this model, players can proclaim themselves cultivation specialists, but will they actually be able to prove it? Beginning of your turn, and only once per game, you can decide that you will be the player with the most tiles of certain type in your bonsai at game's end. Oh, so you can get some extra stuff. And we have Books of Time. Books of Time is from Board and Dice. And it's 1 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes, ages 40 and up. Oh, I repeat, ages 40 and up. It's been a wild night. I hope not to be able to sleep. So you try to write your technology and your actions in these kind of binary way. You put cards and then activate and go through it. Unique and exciting twist on tableau building. Actually, map building or page building, allowing you to construct 3 great books, each with their own set of special abilities that you can write, thereby creating incredible combinations. The story of a civilization is now truly at your fingertips. So you have trade, science, and industry. Those are the types of pages that go to different types of books. You start doing game, you add page, create powerful combinations of actions you can activate. but you need to be efficient about it. So yeah, so I think this is, dude. Well, I don't know what the symbols mean. For example, here you get two of those, and then 1 point, I think. And you're going through these books and stuff like that. It's funny that there are also drawings. I don't know how they can how do they correlate with the actions, but it's like you're writing history. Let's make it bigger. There's some characters as well. The Books of Time. It looks very nice. The next one that I have on my list is Celte. It's from Pythagoras Games. 1 to 4 players, 50 to 100 minutes, and ages 10 and up. It's a worker swapping game powered by a rondel, which players choose actions to perform during their turn. On their turn, players swap one of their three active workers, with one of the three workers on the action space they wish to perform. Then they perform the action, which will be boosted if they have in their worker pool specific types of workers. You have farmers, builders, swords, and nobles. So I thought the art was Miko. I don't know how to say his name. Sorry, uh, but it is not. It's close enough though. This looks very very nice. If I go too fast, just pause it. You also have this bag which you can take stuff out of. There's a little obelisk there. Let's go to the next game. It's called Series. It has two expansions. It has Series Comets and Series Contracts. So, Series was a game on Kickstarter from Artipia Games. And 1 to 4 players, 1920 minutes, ages 12 and up. So you have this mining company, and you're mining for on a mining on an asteroid belt, and yeah, you have to grow series very rapidly. It's growing very rapidly, so the demand for high skilled workers is high. It's a 1 to 4 sci-fi worker placement game where players take the role of an asteroid mining company in the near future and try to outplay their opponents and rule series. 3 rounds represent 2 years and the respectful business cycle of the corporation. You can do different actions, mining probes on the asteroid, trading raw material, constructing and upgrading their core facilities. So you have a lot of things that you can do. It's co-developed by an astrophysicist, which is cool. Cover is also awesome. I'm really sorry about this. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. There's this board, which looks really cool. Little player board. So it was at Essen last year, but I didn't really pay attention to it. And then you have comets, which comets are now approaching the asteroid belt. After different resources, it will help you reach more distant asteroids as they orbit around the sun. There's also a chance they will explode if they plunge into the Ethereum base of the sun. Will you take the risk to send one of your probes to them? Oh, okay. Comet tokens are placed on the asteroid belt and they travel from round to round, from belt to belt towards the sun. Send there a probe using the same rules as for asteroids and get advantage of their research and victory points. Then you move your probe at no cost to an available neighbor asteroid to risk to stay on it. There's a chance that instead of providing more resources and victory points, they get exploded by checking the explosion cards and earn less than expected. Uh, there's no picture. And then you have the Mars contracts. So I'm a little bit tired, but it's been a heavy week. Uh, you follow certain ways of developing in corporations to fulfill contracts. So there's objectives of different unions. Dealing with these unions will offer you new action combinations and rewards. So you get the union title, union tiles are introduced in this game. So next up is a game that's already out, but it's a new Essen release. I don't know if it's out or it was a Kickstarter or something, but I did see it on some web shops. City of the Great Machine. Um, got some mixed reviews on that one. There's some expansions as well. It's a game from Crowd D Games. 1 to 4 players, 60 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. Uh, just for your information, you got a little bit of a glitch because I paused the recording. Wash my face. I'm hopefully uh, uh, awake. I have some things to get through, and then have night classes. So yeah, recording this for you guys. So that's why you saw that little glitch. I paused the recording. So City of the Great Machine is a strategy game in a grim universe of technocratic Victorian steampunk. The Great Machines controls the city built on mobile platforms in the sky. As a Great Machine, the player, or game AI, commands a force of perfect servants and mechanical guards. The Great Machine's ultimate goal is to suppress the social unrest and complete its grandiose master plan to perfect the mankind. No, to perfect mankind. Why is it written like that? So your heroes work together against the Great Machine to start a revolution. So you can be played as one versus many, 2 to 4 players, or cooperative solo, 1 to 3 players. Uh, modular boards, hidden movement, uh, resource management as well, asymmetric gameplay and unique victory conditions, and secrecy. Because the heroes need to conceal their plans from the Great Machine. So yeah. But they have to do it with the machine player hearing it. So if they communicate something like that, the player controlling the Great Machine will hear. So you have some pictures. I like the art. Oh, these robots they look menacing with one eye. Does this woman have like a lot of? Is this looks like the? This looks like someone that General Grievous would maybe date. Well, they have something in common. They all these arms swipe right. So you have these modular cities or platforms in the sky. Oh, that's too much. These cards look gorgeous, by the way. I like the design of the cards. And these little minis, different districts. These workers. Oh, this is a better picture. And I think this is like a timer or rounds. I'm not sure. There's some dice, cards, city events. So that is City of the Great Machine. Let's just look very fast at what this does. 6 new heroes with exceptional ability and tactics corresponding. They take place of the corresponding hero from the core game. So, and then we also have the City Great Machine as the escalation. with four separate modules suitable both for one versus many and solo and cooperative play. You may add any of them to your games where a combination. Each model combines perfectly with each other and the core game. Also, the expansion offers a challenging Eterna scenario designed for solo and cooperative play. Cool. Like a. This is what's in the box. Oh, that looks very nice. That looks very nice. Let's close a few of these windows. We already saw these games. Then we have Come Together, where you try to plan a music festival. It looks very right on, flower power, hippie uh, kind of game. You organize your own festival. By the way, it's from Chili Fox Games, 1 to 6 players, 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. So you organize your own festival using your volunteers to attract an audience and the hardest artists, build stages and camps and gain publicity to make your festival the best of all time. So work and placement game with the space. When you place a work, you don't immediately gain the card you just claimed. You must wait until a player activates that location, which activates it for all players on that location. Players are constantly facing important dilemmas. One dilemma is whether to claim a card to activate location. Timing or of the activation can be crucial. Another dilemma is whether to claim the cards you really want or claim a less attractive card in order to gain more publicity by joining players on another action. 25 unique illustrated artist cards, cards with special powers, and so on. Printed meeples, printed worker tokens, and flower power tokens. These are like the cards. They're okay. They could be better. Could be that maybe they're like prototypey. It still looks like in a prototype phase, to be honest. Or maybe it's just like that. I do like these cards with the logos, the Free Flower Festival, Peace in the Park, Heart of Soul, Misty Mountain Pop Festival, and so on. And they're all different. They look. Oh my god, these look like Power Rangers. That is definitely the Pink Ranger. They have different. Oh, there's this eye symbol. This is the Green Ranger. Alright, there, the Yellow Ranger, Black Ranger. It's missing the. Just have to. These look like Power Rangers. Sorry. I'm just taking a grape to get my sugars up. Back on the cards. From this, I was thinking maybe these are the campers. They go into different tents or something. And then the Power Rangers come and save the day. Oh wow, it's actually they don't have like the rights to use their names, but Reg Kaput, that is Elton John. So the next game on the list is Delta, and Delta is a game from Game Brewer, which they don't have like a good track record, but always interested. Especially this one has like a great artwork, to be honest. 2 to 4 players, 60 190 minutes, ages 12 and up. And Delta players are on an adventure through the Delta region of Camargo to try to gather more information about the crystals that power up the PSEs. I don't know what PSEs are. As you know, it has been over 150 years since the inventor of the Perpetual Steam Engine, or PSE, which had last died before her disappearance. Okay. As players observe the mechanimals, such as the tortoise, flamingo, horses, and bulls, send you to different sections of the board to try and maximize your actions, and later on, new crew to your team, and even set out on special missions. Uh, so the art looks good. It's really good. These like why are all these animals mechanical? I don't get it. So now when they're rescued, they just get mechanical replacements. So this is the delta where you're going. It's very top down, to be honest. I do like the art though, the steampunky feel of it. Scogs, these insects. These squares are a little bit bland just to fill something up, but overall I like the art a lot. Some mission cars and stuff like that. So yeah, my next game is from. It says Hall Games, but also Essen Spiel. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 12 and up. Um, uh, Once your ancestors found or created a source of magic, the exact knowledge of its origin, as far as you know, has long been lost. A small community has developed around the source which seeks to protect this place and keep it as secret as possible. In Jin, you take turns moving across a map that shows 30 locations. These locations are linked to actions where you can get the resources that you need and cast the Jins that are in 6 locations. In those locations, you can do things like receive bottles and corks, collect the magical power, buy magical items, hire mages to accompany you, discover secret passages, and more. In each round, you can reach only one of the 3 locations. Um, so you must plan carefully to have all the use you need in time to cast the Jinn. Mm. I like what it's doing, but it's like a generic city. Not very colorful. It looks cool. It has these keys, these chests, and so on. Wood, some resources. There's some things here that are happening, and some cards. Uh, hmm. Even mechanically, it looks. It does play awesomely. It looks nice. But is it good? That's the question. So, yeah, so that is gin. Hmm. I love grapes. The next one is one that is kind of charming. It's a little game, little card game called Dot Zombies for 4 players. I think you can only play it as 4 players. 15 minutes, ages 6 and up from Q's Games. And it's a tile placement game where players are divided into 3 survivors and 1 zombie. The zombie aims to escape. The survivors aim to escape from the zombie by playing all 10 cards in their hand to achieve victory. The survival of other survivors is not relevant, your goal is to stay alive. The condition for playing cards are as follows. Place cards in a way that connects to the path on the survivor cards. The zombies win by blocking all escape routes from the survivors to prevent their escape. Even if one survivor is able to escape, the result is defeat. The zombie should play cards according to the following conditions. Place cards in a way that connects to the path on survivor cards. When the zombie card sorry. When a zombie card connects to a survivor card, that survivor becomes infected and turns into a zombie card. Cool. With these survivor cards, they have a doctor and a police officer and stuff like that. Look, it's all pixelated. Yeah, those are the cards. You have these square cards. Yeah, it looks nice. It's a very little game. So I'm actually curious. So we are. My next game is Draft and Write Records. From Inside Up Games, 1 to 6 players, 30 to 60 minutes, and ages 10 and up. You have the things you have to draft your leader, your lead singer, musician, production, and backstage staff, arrange them in the most harmonious way to unlock more fans, money, and opportunities. Plan your schedule, prioritize your assets, and select your travel routes as you go. Can you reward in such an amazing show you will leave your competitors behind? This every star knows. Watch out for those scandals. It's a draft and write game for 1 to 6 players. I'm actually curious because drafting I love. Um, I do like roll and writes. I have like 2 of them. Um, and then look at the pictures. It's quite involved. I like how it looks, to be honest. I don't know what all these things do, but there's also this map. Was it in the first picture? Yeah, she had a hand in front of it, and here you could see it. So it's not Hammer Raider, but it looks kind of neat, to be honest. There's an actions that you can do, or I think these are things you have to cross out, so you draft them. Interesting. So let's go to Ensemble. So Ensemble is from Ergo Ludo Editions. 2 to 10 players. Oh, that's a lot. 15 to 30 minutes. And it's in the cooperative game Ensemble, all players must vote without communicating on one of the cards on the display that they think best matches a card in the middle of the table. Communication is allowed only once all players' votes have been revealed, and if all players have voted the same way, with a small variable tolerance depending on the number of players, the group moves on to the next level. Otherwise, they lose a life. Oh, I thought it was something different, to be honest. This sounds like it's just the mind in a different package. Okay. That would have fallen off my radar, but still, we talked about it a little bit. So then we have Evenfall or Evenfall. That is from DLP Games, from 1 to 4 players, 60 to 20 minutes, ages 14 and up. It's a card-driven engine building game with both novel and familiar mechanics for 1 to 4 players. Manage your resources, execute your actions in an efficient order, and discover cards and action synergies that generate victory points. The game ends after 3 rounds, and the player with the most points wins. The art looks amazing, to be honest. Little tokens. Are these like gnomes? Whoa. Yeah, or little wizards. So Evenfall and the clans of magic are preparing for a new era after fantasy. Evenfall is a time when the boundaries of reality collapse and the supernatural awakens. Oh, okay. The next game is going to be Explorer. It's Dora the Explorer. Yeah. You investigate your wealth in order to use the most talented explorers, the bravest crews, and the most innovative vehicles, because discovering these treasures will put you in the history books. Not many pictures. That is the picture in the back. It looks it's a bit, and some of them are the best team. Hmm. Be the first to reach legendary locations. Okay. Um, Freelancers. Let's talk about this very quickly. I'm not gonna get at the spiel. I'm gonna get it later though. It's already I think out on retail. Uh, but if you want to check this one out, it's actually very cool. Mm. It has this adventure book. Very good to it. It has a Forgotten Water vibes. I think it's like their spiritual successor. From Plaid Games. 3 to 7 players, 90 to 180 minutes, and ages 14 and up. It's a crossroads games. Condenses the fancy RPG campaign experience into a single night of fun and mayhem. Create a character, roll funky dice, and blaze your way through multiple stories set in a world of magic, monsters, and murder. But yet, no game master is required, as a magical companion app does all the stories for you. Fully voiced industry-leading audio as you play. And it looks real cool. Look, so you have the map, and you have to do these actions. Red actions are mandatory and stuff like that. And things you go through them in order. Mm. And you have two sheets. This looks like one, but this, for example, this has Mauser and Disgrace Noble. The thing is, the sheets are all different, and you put them together. That's your name. Mauser distracted, Disgrace Noble, and then you have Hound Paladin, and so on. These are different pages. Is wait. Nah. Wait. Oh, it's Colby. The thing in here, it could like from a distance, from the pop up of the thing coming on screen. I thought it was Elijah Woods. I'm sorry. It could have been. Maybe you're related, Colby. Lots of dice, standees. And you can power up your might, agility, smarts, will, and sense. Of Disgrace Noble. Hmm. So yeah, so that is Freelancers. The next game is Furnace Interbellum. Uh, oh, no, I'm not gonna talk about this. That one will come up in my expansion list. Then we have Islet. Islet is a 1 to 4 player game, 20 to 40 minutes, ages 8 and up, from Two Tomatoes Games. Is you have these tiles and you gotta put some birds and some eggs on it, and then you have to play. Whoever has touched an egg starts. On your turn you must either take an explore action or move action. When you explore, you may lay 1 to 4 tiles from your reserve, expanding the islet, and receive resources in return. When you move, you can advance your pawn and spawn eggs as many times as you want in any order and combination, as long as you can pay for the required source. The required resource cost. The end of the game can be triggered in two different ways: when the player spawns the last egg, or when the player takes the last islet tile from the bag. Whoever spawned the most eggs wins. And this is a game series that started with coral. A friend of mine has coral. It's very cool. I don't know much about Carvey. There's no pictures, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. La Granja Deluxe Master Set. Oh, honestly, you know, I'm gonna put this on my want, because I really actually wanted this one. Oh, I clicked on it twice. It's still here. So, um, it's from Board and Dice. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 120 minutes, and ages 14 and up. So, it's an upgraded expansion version of the 2014 Lagrange, in which 1 to 4 players manage small farms by the Alpish Pond near the village of Esporles on Mallorca. The players must carefully consider the decisions of which dice to draft, which cards to play, and where to deliver goods to various markets, and how to best utilize the flexible powers afforded by several anytime actions. They use multi-use cards, offer 4 different options for players to choose from. If you want to use the cards as an extension to your fields, increase your ability to grow olives, grain, and grapes, or extension to your farm, which is on the left. Increase the number of pigs you can house, the deliveries you can make, and or the coins you will earn each round. As a market, borrower, providing a personal contract that you can fulfill for available rewards, or has hired helpers, which is on the bottom, each providing unique and powerful ability to improve your actions. Hmm. This is the cover, looks very neat. And here you have the board. There's some things here that you can add some stuff, maybe buildings, general buildings. I don't know. So and you're gonna put buildings here, unlock some stuff. There's a lot to do, but the best part is these player boards. You can put stuff below. This is the top. Uh, which just gets you, I think, those resources. I think they look awesome. Looks real good. Oh, looks real nice. So these cards do different things depending on where you put them on the board. So my next game will be, you were at the Lagrange, is Mercurial. Oh, this is German. Okay, let's still just take a look at it. It looks very nice. It's a card and dice manipulation games with combo and engine building mechanics. So leave it at that because I really like this cover. It looks so beautiful. Ah, I didn't see it was German. It slipped right through. It looks, and that's the deluxe edition. I'm gonna go past the booth and ask them when the English version is coming out. Oh, I love these dice. Dice look amazing. I love this board. It has these symbols, but also you know the symbols can blur, but the thing is the colors make it pop. So it's like, oh, that's purple. That's that. There's 2 lines that are like this, and then there's the star, which is yellow, and the mountain, and so on. Uh, oh, I love this. Is this a playmat? Okay, I'm still keeping it on my list. Maybe they have the English version. I don't know. This looks so nice. Oh, I got goosebumps. This looks beautiful. This looks nice. Oh, this was. Uh, this looks a bit like Century. Is this the same mechanics as Century or something? Or, but it's totally different because it has multiple rows. That is interesting. Yeah, this looks amazing. Wow, it even has like a a shiny part to the punch board. Yeah, this looks beautiful. Is this included in the game, or are they just teasing extra stuff that I want? Oh, here, roll your elemental dice, shape elements with alterations, craft and combine spells, cast to perform heroic deeds. Oh yeah, this one has dice. The other one doesn't have dice. Okay, so the next one, I just found it interesting, and I like the cover as well. But his name Mercure is Grimspire Games, or Grimspire, 1 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes, ages 14 and up. This is a Mycelia from Ravensburger, and 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, ages 9 and up. And this is a lighter game. So each player starts with the same set of cards in Mycelia, improving their deck with better cards over the course of play as they race to clear their playing field of dewdrops first. In this deck building game, you need the support of mysterious forest dwellers to improve your deck, develop new and better skills, and bring the sacred dewdrops from your forest to the Shrine of Life in order to receive the forest goddess support. The game includes double-sided player boards for increased variability. So, yeah. So you want to get these dewdrops off, I think. It looks nice, to be honest. Looks really, really nice. Nice production. Oh, such a cool art. Look at this guy. What is this in? Do I have the German one again? You know what? I'm gonna see if it's Dutch as well. Oh, this Lagrange is German. I think they have the English version, to be honest. You know what? La. I know I'm all over the place right now. They only have it in German. I think I saw 2 entries, but I'm not sure. Okay. So, Mycelia. Let's go back to Mycelia. Looks really nice. Abstract, but still has this theme. Could have been an abstract game, by the way. Oh, wow. Very cool. Oh, you put some things here that are maybe powers. Oh, it says here start. So at the start, oh, my belt is a bit tight. Oh, these look nice. These are points. And then we have Art Shop. This one is actually one that looks kind of fun. So it's from Jolly Dutch Productions. 2 to 6 players, 30 to 80 minutes, and ages 10 and up. So um, in the art shop, you have authentic stuff and fake stuff, or a ripoff. Every round, every 5 seconds will 5 objects will be auctioned off. All objects are visible to all players to see. The auction starts with the object first to the left, continuing to the object on the right, and each object a round of bidding will occur. All objects have 2 values in gold, 1 value for the authentic object and 1 value for a replica. You will only find out if the objects are authentic or not after you bought the item, but before the bidding starts you can hire the help of an expert to check if the objects or the object is authentic or a replica. Bidding will happen simultaneously in the first round. After the first round, the player with the most credits left will become the profiteer. When there's a profiteer, bidding will occur in clockwise order, with the profiteer bidding last. Okay, cool. There are potions, familiars, gears, and magic items. You gain the bonus points depending on the duration of the game. The objects belong to a set of 2 or 3. Kind of like a bit of a set collection. You have these cards. Looks very nice. Well, a lot of cards. Basically a card game. Art is amazing, to be honest. Then we have Origami. And Origami is a game from GDM Games. 3 to 6 players, 15 to 30 minutes, and ages 8 and up. Each player secretly chooses one of their cards. You then have 2 minutes to try to make your origami sheet into something recognizable. He can bend, twist, crumple his sheet all he wants, but he can't break or cut it. The players next to you must guess what your creation is among all the cards of all the players. Will it have enough sheets? It doesn't have any pictures, which I totally forgot that was my rule. It has this nice cat. Oh wait a minute, there are pictures. I hate when they. Oh. You have to fight other people for it. Oh, these are the pictures. Seal and a bird. Oh, this is quite the game. My next one is this one looks actually so interesting. It's also German, which I totally forgot, but I'm still gonna talk about it. I have to change this to a different list so I don't get caught up in too many games in German that I want, and then I will go there. I can go there later after I done my initial shopping spree. Um, it's from Skellig Games, and it's 2 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes at ages 8 and up. So in Pirate Tales, you take the role of a pirate captain. You plan adventures in the 7 seas and try to pass them with the luck of your dice. Upgrade your ship and improve your dice hand to scam as many doubloons and diamonds as possible. Play cards to get useful additional actions or the protection of the sea so that you can return home safely. But beware of the Kraken and all the other dangers on the high seas. So this looks really nice, like a signing. Is this like a signing combat dice? Damage dice. Oh, I like the printed ships. It looks so cool. Yeah. I think you're saying you don't know what these are. There's a value still on it, so maybe it's a combined value. I don't know. Art is great though. I like the cover. The cover is so awesome. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. Um, Look at these ships, these printed ships. Look like stickers, to be honest, or maybe not. Maybe just printed. I think it's printed. It's printed. And some dice and some black dice, which are better, I think. Some more symbols, and white dice. Oh, is the man in there or? Oh, playmat. Oh, that's the German back of the rulebook. Okay, let's put it on maybe. This one was maybe. Just for now. This pop-up pirate is just something that I maybe want to buy for someone. I have a friend that has a kid, and maybe already giving too much away. Who that maybe is? It could be a few people. So maybe this one will come home if I have still some money left. So just buy something else. I don't know if he's into the age of this game, so let's see. So we still have some left. I have to look at the time. Let me see. Oh, what do you filming for an hour? So don't want to make it too long. An hour's already long. Some people said like, "Oh, your videos are way too long." Um, I will just go to a few that are a little bit higher on my radar. You have Redwood from Sit Down Games. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, age 10 and up. It's a game of movement estimation and angle of view because you're trying to make these pictures take these pictures of animals. You have to move and then use your camera. But the thing is, you cannot uh, measure if you're on the right path or if your camera has the right angle for it. Uh, After you move, you just choose the camera. I think you have to choose it before. Maybe after move, you have these templates. You have to put this one near your character, so the base, and this one you have to aim at an animal. So you have to really reach it with this bigger dot, as you can see. And there are different ones that you can do. It looks really cool. It has these cars on the outside, beautiful round board. And you put these animals out on these. I think it's on these things. Um, Beautiful game. It was on Kickstarter. Forgot what Sea Dragon is all about. Oh yeah, Sea Dragons from 2 to 5 players, 30 to 45 minutes, is 8 and up from Fractal Juegos. Um, in a game, each participant plays as a family of sea dragons who are seeking to become the protectors of the Forbidden Seas. Each turn, one of the 2 pattern cards from the hand will be played to position a sea dragon on the board, increasing your presence in all 4 sea kingdoms. You will be able to sink ships or collect treasure hidden in the ocean. You can also compete. You can complete missions with the ships that you are sinking. Note that you cannot place your own sea dragons next to each other, and if you place one next to another sea dragons, they to another player's dragon, they receive treasures. Oh, you cannot place it next to your own. You have to make it like a path, I think. Yeah. It looks real nice. It can look a little bit busy though. Curious. Um, then we have Shipyard, which is the second edition from Delicious Games and Vladimir Suki. 1 to 4 players, 40 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up. Place turn, beginning with a random selected player and continuing around the clock clockwise. On the turn, they will choose one of the available actions on the action track. The action will get to play something they need to help build their ships. On the next player turn, they will move that action card ahead of all the others and choose a different action. Oh, nice. Let's see. Where's the action things in the cards? Oh, I like that it has these things to put little tiles in. Huh. I think it's maybe these cards. Well, that's nice. That's Shipyard. A few things. Oh, you can even maybe make your ships with some stuff on it. Also, there's the Simulio board game, and this is. You will get this if you buy a game. Oh, now we go to Simulio. Uh, oh. So, board games 2023. I have the one somewhere with the board games, but I think I really haven't played it. But I can maybe make like something of a use the cards to hang because they're beautiful art to be honest, and put them somewhere. Not use them as a game, just as beautiful art on the wall, which you can also do. Uh, I'm almost, not almost at an end. I will still continue, so you can just skip to whatever part you like. I try to do this as fast as possible. Solar Sphere. Oh, Scoventer. This one looks. Um, uh, Gamla Eric, which is what people call the devil in Denmark in past centuries, is pursuing the badger Vogter, the embodiment of the soul of the forest. You have to help Vogter. Each turn in this game, you either play an ally to increase the strength of your party, or discard an ally to benefit from its special power, or add an ally to your hand since this last action is paid by weakening your position on the board. Managing how and when to play the cost of your allies will be crucial. You must defeat all of Eric's minions before he catches Vogter. The thing is, I really like the art. I think this is just Vincent the Trade, and this guy never sleeps. I think he's a machine. It looks really good. There's a concept, or the prototype, and this is how the game looks now. Is it a cooperative game? Yeah, cooperative solo solitaire. So then we have Solar Sphere. That one was out last year, but maybe because of the expansion, it maybe is eligible to be on the Spiel list again. So the human race exhausts all the energy available on the planet Earth. It's a dice placement manipulation game with elements of engine building, resource management, and set collection. Players can manipulate their dice using drones, however, players have a limited supply of drones, which are also used to upgrade dice placement spots or to support in fight against aliens. Players can always recycle used drones to get them back into their supply or spend them for instant benefits. So this is how the game looks like. A lot of tracks and things to do here with your dice. Oh, this is a playmat. Very beautiful one, to be honest. Oh, wait a minute. That's still a playmat or a playboard. The thing is, there's nothing printed here. And here it is. Or maybe they put something on it. Whoa, this is way too zoomed in. UK Games Expo Awards. Oh, they put it on top of the playmat, I think. But this is a different playmat. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's also an expansion. Let's just skip for now. Okay. Wow, I'm already here, so. A fifth player can join the table and all the components needed to do so. Then we go to. This one actually got into my ignored list. We have a sweet mess pastry competition. Who doesn't like a good pastry? I love pastry. So this is from Fantasia Games, 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, it's standing up. Welcome to the Sweet Mess Pastry Competition. You have worked hard to get here and the Mess Chef cannot wait to see how you handle his famous recipes. The Sweet Mess Kitchen is chaotic and of course messy. Work smarter and more efficient than the other contestants and you might just come away victorious. May the best chef win. You will get ingredients from bowls, prepare recipes and complete them to claim awards. The more recipes you complete, the more skillful you become and the more points you will receive. You can also use special kitchen tools and golden tokens to gain tactical advantages. Yeah, let's look at this. It does look beautiful though. So let's play mat again. It is. All these play mats. Little chips. Cards. Your own playboard. Some coins, some cards. Oh, some cards. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, some more components. That's very nice. The next game is Tequila. Tequila. So Tequila is a roll and write game. 1 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, age 12 and up, from the Testable Games. And over the course of 8 rounds, players will need to earn prestige points and skillfully managing their tequila farms and agave field. Each round begins by starting player rolls the dice, marking the available actions and resources for all players. Then simultaneously each player uses the dice along with a third die of their choosing to place fences in their fields or gather resources or construct new buildings to expand their farms. Players can also take additional free actions such as selling their products at the city market for using their resource to produce different varieties of tequila as long as they have the necessary buildings. The player with the most prestige points at the end of the game will be crowned the ultimate tequila producer. It doesn't have many pictures, but it looks very interesting. A very interesting board. The tracks of your resources, I think. Stuff here, the tequila that you make. These are your factories. And you also have some stuff. Some research, how you can maybe spend them. So, the next one is the Art Project. This is a cooperative game by Florian Schierakes. Oh, yeah, and of course Vincent Dutray. I was looking for that one, to be honest. 1 to 6, 40 minutes, ages 12 and up, from Lumberjack Studio. So, in the cooperative game, the Art Project, you will play together against the game. Each player draws 2 mission cards at the beginning of each round. Then all players decide the order of the round. You can jerry can reserves, weapons, allies, and clues are held in the common, and their management is essential. When you play a mission, you spend common resources and find clues that will be useful to everyone. Try to save 7 words for the end of the mission deck. So you have to steal painting or preserve paintings. And I don't know how I like the cover. It looks like a movie cover, to be honest. This is the board. I don't know how it would play. That's this small board with some with some stuff. It's a very small game. I think it packs a lot of punch. Oh, actually, this was a demo that I suddenly added to it. We can take a look at it very fast. It's 1 to 4 players, 120 to 150 minutes for age 14 and up on Tabletop Games. It's just because it's a tactical cooperative game, tabletop adaptation of Ishtar Games video game of the same name. You are a warrior, the same thing. You may have seen a lot of things, but look at this. It does look cool with the standees, and it has a mix of standees and the minis, which can be a good combination, to be honest. Look at this. It looks so cool. That also looks like a Sunday market in all these skeletons. Soupy poopy skeletons. Mm, this looks. Oh, look at how this looks. It's so cool. Yeah. Looks so cool. I will leave that. Then we have the Veil of Eternity. Uh, so yeah, the Veil of Eternity. They just talked about this on the Dice Tower. So it's from Mandu Games, for players 30 to 45 minutes and ages 14 and up. Um, in the Veil of Eternity, players are tamers who hunt various monsters and spirits. Or maybe they were not on the Dice Tower. This was not on the Dice Tower, I think. Not sure. And spirits to tame them as minions. Numerous creatures live in harmony, blah blah. Among them, dragons are the most valuable and noble ones, and all tamers dream of taming dragons. The player who manages to tame the most outstanding minions wins. So in each round, a player has 3 phases: hunting, action, resolution phase. I will check if I see the board that I think I have to see in this game. Yep. Yep, this is it. They talked about it at the Dice Tower, so they reviewed it already. Can't remember what the review was because I didn't see it fully because I was still doing stuff. Cards are good. Look very cool. Looks very cool. Then we have the Warp with some expansion. I'm not gonna look at expansions this time. I think it just adds more players. One of them adds more players, which is 5-6 player expansion, and then this one just adds some more aliens. So the Warp is a 1 to 4 player, 980 minutes, ages 12 and up, from Jumping Turtle Games. Is a fast-paced 4X games for 1 to 4 players, 5 to 6 with the expansion. After 5 years of cataclysm and revolt, you take command of one of the remaining colonies on the forsaken planet Yurtar. You can choose 2 of the 16 unique asymmetric aliens and lead your colony among the paths of prosperity, progress, and conquest. 66 possible missions objectives during play, allowing players to choose their own playstyle. The core mechanisms incorporate area control, cars resource management, and Euro engine building. Next to a dynamic dice system, the combat system features bluffing and bribing mechanisms. The Warp also contains a team mode that can be played in 2 vs 2 and 2 vs 2 vs 2. It's very busy, but I think it's really busy. Not sure about this one, but I think they'll still be good. I think the tiles are a little bit small. They could have made it bigger. But that's my only complaint, I think. Thebe Lies. 48 players, 10 to 15 minutes, age 7 up, from eBay's games. Ancient Egypt, as he could not lie at home, old Ahmed spent his days displaying Thebe Lies with his bizarre clients. He used postcards of the city, Cleo, the Bellow Camel, the Crazy Mummy, and the famous architect Bezer. There's still room for someone else in the game. Would you like to join? In Thebe Lies, you will become one of Ahmed's bizarre clients, and you will gamble for your purchase in a game of cunning and deception. I have my doubts. Will manage to win and leave without having to pay? Give it a try. Your fabrics and spices seem to be expensive. And Deep Life, you'll play an uncertain number of rounds until someone gets 3 new amphorae or 3 broken amphorae. In both cases, the game ends and there will be a winner. During each round, you must play your cards astutely, either by tricking your opponents or if you think they are lying, by reviewing the cards played and checking them. There's no picture, but it sounded very cool, very fun. By the way, I had a pirate game here, which I forgot which one it was. What was the pirate game again? I forgot. So, my next one is a pirate game. To Glory. So, sail to glory on the high seas. Physically firing your cannons at your opponent's ships to score victory points, pick up treasure maps, and take them to islands to reveal the hidden treasure chest. Use the gun tower and the monstrous kraken to your advantage while trying not to get hit yourself. It's a 2 to 4 player game. Action point game. Each player assumes the role of a captain on a pirate ship searching for treasure in the high seas. During your turn, you can execute a combination of actions: move, steer, explore, cannon volley. The main objective of the game is to explore the islands and follow the marks on the treasure maps to recover hidden treasures. The game ends when a captain acquires 2 treasures. The player with the most... where was I? The game ends. The player with the most victory points at the end of the game wins. The thing is this the insert? It has all of these big ships and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, look at this. It looks very, very cool. I don't know if it's practical, but hey, this kid seems to like it. Hey, Kraken! Hey, pirate. So it looks nice. Art is certainly good. Going through it a bit too fast. You can pause it. So my next game will be almost at the end. So it's gonna be tuned. Oh, it's only 2 players. Nope. I usually have more people, so it's maybe not reaching the table as much. Urubamba Valley is a game from Broadway Toys. 3 to 5 players, 60 minutes, ages 8 and up. The thing is, this is a tile laying game. Players earn most victory points by building a larger area of same crops. However, every time you place an actual, every time you place, is actually helping other players as well. It is a game about being more efficient than other players and making the right decision at the right time. Because hire different specialists and so on. Sorry. Yes. It looks. Look at the alpacas. It has alpacas. Oh. At the end of harvest, you may move the 2 alpacas to the terrace. Comes with alpacas. It looks really cute. Food. I'm very curious about this one. A little bit too much zoomed in, but hey. My next one is Valbara. So, Valbara is a game from Studio H. 2 to 5 players, 20 minutes, ages 10 and up. Not that heavy. Your tribe sets out to explore uncharted lands in order to establish sedentary villages. Use the various talents of your tribe to optimize your development, expand your territory, and enforce your hegemony. All players have the same deck of 12 cards representing the members of the tribe. Each turn, the players choose one card in the order of initiative of the revealed characters. Players will be able to activate their powers and take over one of the available territories. Uh, each, terri- each territory gives different points, and so on. Their best playing the best powers and high initiatives is a thing. It's 9 rounds to play with the most points wins the game, and unites the tribes under their banner. Look how beautiful these cards are. This looks very nice. They sure are having fun. Hmm. So that is Valbara. Um, then I come to the last two. One is the Welcome to Edition Collector, which is um, from Blue Cocker Games. 1 to 6 players, 25 minutes, is 10 and up. I don't know if there's a price on this one. It's 42. So, Welcome to Collection Editions is the definitive version. Includes all the release expansion sets, a total of 7 different maps. In addition, you enjoy a complete reworking of the classic game, a brand new expansion named Roswell, a rethemed expansion previously exclusive to France called American Dream, a crack expansion, a quirky game about lost dogs in a neighborhood, previously offered as a print and play, and then 35 new cards to increase replayability. All in glorious dry erase form for high quality feel with 6 dry erase markers and 6 eraser pads. Plus a 6-box tray for easy storage. And there's also 6 alternate versions of the classic Welcome to sheet, complete reimagined and illustrated by world renowned artists Vincent Dutray and others. Best Sobel and so on. So these are all the maps. Mm-hmm. There's dry erase markers there, so. It's a flip and write, by the way, for the people that don't know it. And my last one is World Wonders. So World Wonders is from Arcane Studios, or Meeple BR. It's 1 to 5 players, 50 to 70 minutes, and ages 12 and up. So you take on the role of the great leaders of the past to build your own ancient city. They will use Goldie's rounds to buy building tile to increase their city's economy. City that produces more food and generates commerce brings more population. So there are 5 types of building, and each of them provide a type of resource that will make your city evolve from a simple settlement to the largest city in the world. If your buildings are completely enclosed from all sides, you've created a very well-planned city block. So earning you a lot of points. To place a new building to your city, you also need a lot of roads. Adjusting with roads will allow you to place buildings further away from the map. This will reach natural resources in addition to other benefits, which bring victory points. As important as the buildings are its monuments and wonder tokens. This will make you a lot of victory points, but will consume all your gold. Be wise in choosing when and where to place it. Each monument requires buildings, roads, natural resources, or even water in its adjacency to be placed. It won't be easy to fit them into your city, but benefits will be great. If your goals run out, your turn is also over. Once all players have spent their goal, the new round begins, and new buildings and roads will be available for everyone. Mm. In the end, as soon as a player reaches the maximum population limit, the leader of the best city in the ancient world will be the winner of World Wonders. So here you see it already in progress. Some roads, some buildings, and some monuments, like 4 already. Or are these separate? I think it's the same. It looks quite nice. They have different sizes. I hope the box comes like this. I don't know if it's custom made. I can sing it the wall. Whoa. Looks really nice. So we come at the end of this list. Stay tuned for my other lists of my top 5 expansions. The first time I did like a top 5 of, because there were not many expansions that I wanted. And then I also have my what do we have in the pipeline, to be honest? I forgot. I think it's only that video and uh, no, it's that video. Well, we will see. Just keep a close eye on the channel, and until the next time, we'll see you later. Bye bye.